here. So I haven't committed these to memory. Top 10 social work jokes from Community Cares Crackers. Christmas just wouldn't be Christmas without a bad joke. Okay. Social worker asks a colleague, "What time is it?" Colleague answers, "Sorry, I don't know. I have no watch." First one says, "Never mind. The main thing is that we talked about it." Okay. How many social workers does it take to change a light bulb? The light bulb must first fill out an online application, submit the appropriate forms to determine eligibility for service. How's that for a twist on the old? Hear about the social work firing squad? They stood in a circle. Social worker told a patient, "I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that you're all right. The bad news is that things you're seeing are real." So some social work jokes. Now, I didn't know about the table, but I did know about this time. So I asked my son if he had some jokes. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow. Moo. Moo. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Rabbi and a priest walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Is this some kind of joke?" Okay. Everybody remember Gladiator with Russell Crowe? Okay, so the Roman legionnaire. He walks into the bar. He says, I'll have 5 beers. I'll have 5 beers. Okay. Should I go back to the social work jokes? Roman legionnaire walks into the bar again. He says, "I'll have a Martinez." Bartender says, "You mean martini?" He said, "If I wanted more than one, I would have asked for it." I'm going to go back to this. All right. Okay. 2 social workers were walking through a rough part of the city in the evening. They heard moans and muted cries and cries of help from a back lane. Upon investigation, they found a semi-conscious man in a pool of blood. "Help me, I've been mugged and viciously beaten," he pleaded. The 2 social workers turned and walked away. One remarked to her colleague, "You know the person that did this really needs help." And mine were worse. A man went to the social worker and told him he wanted help because he thought he was a dog. When the social worker asked him how long he had been thinking he was a dog, he replied, "Ever since I was a puppy." The social worker said, "Okay, lay down on the couch." The man said, "I'm not allowed on the couch." All right. That was okay. When is it okay for a social worker to be judgmental? Only to criticize a nurse for being judgmental. Okay. Some resonance there for some folks, huh? Okay. The social worker asked the bartender, "What's the difference between your job and mine?" And the bartender replied, "I only had to go to bartender school for 10 weeks, and I learned to mix a little of this and a little of that, wait a couple of hours, and to have people tell me their innermost thoughts, while you went to school for 6 years, paid thousands and thousands of dollars, sit session after session using technique after technique, and you still may never hear from them." Which is your favorite social work joke? Okay, vote in the poll below. I didn't think. How are we doing, guys? Anybody coming?